Because right now what we need is a little bit of boost. And I also have an anonymous donor that's willing to match $50,000 if we can make $50,000, which is what we're hoping for at the moment. And that would get us through this hump and then some. And then we can sustain ourselves based on people donating on a monthly basis around here. Pretty well at that point.
Chief Ryan Bombard, you're back. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure. Today, I want to skip all the pleasantries and all the long background stuff. And you do so much, it's hard for you not to be able to explain it. And then you have to go explain this to make sense of that. You got to link it all up in conversations. With this episode right now, I want to just get razor blade sharp. Just let's get straight to it. What do you need the most above everything? Why? And just put it on us, just like.
Okay, right now, we need financial help. We need backing. We need the town to back us up. We're here for the town always. We work 24/7. There's never a time that we do not answer the phone.
But I heard it's the rainy season. So why does the firefighters, why do the Bomberos need money? That's a question that flies around sometimes.
Well, here's the deal, and this comes to me quite often, is people will say, "Oh, Ryan, there's rainy season, no fires, right? It must be nice." Only if it were so. I look forward to the fire season because it's actually a little bit more chill for me. Because in the rainy season, we have more accidents, we have more flooding, we have more animal emergencies, we have more rescues, we have more of everything that we do aside from fires.
I'm glad you said that,
and then
Ryan.
we get fires too.
Let's pause for a moment because a lot of people don't understand, like that list that you just rattled off that you're so used to. I want you to go through that a little more clearly. When people think of firefighters, they think of fires, dry season, and then I'll pay attention to that then. You guys aren't just fire, you're also water. Like, let's just obliterate the misconception that you just pay attention to fires real quick. Like, what do you guys do that's not just fires? Go and rattle it off real quick.
Well, we work in alongside with the Commission Municipal Emergencies for the flooding emergencies. We have lifeguards on the beach every day.
Most people don't know that still, by the way.
Yeah, our lifeguards are on the beach every day. We have one set in Guiones and one set in Pilata every day, 7 days a week. We do everything from when there's no ambulances available. We do the first response for medical emergencies. We do the first response for vehicular and whatever it may be. We do the first response for pretty much everything within our zone that we operate in. And with that being said, it's time for us to ask for everybody out here for help because we operate different than any other institution here in Costa Rica because we're not bound by the politics of what we do. We can operate freely to cover the holes. When there's a problem, we can fix it. So at this point, we work the medical side, we work the rescue side, we work the fire side, we work the wildlife side. We are capable of adjusting ourselves to whatever may be. So there isn't any one institution that could cover us if we were not here.
Now, this is all great. You just explained the benefits of not having government funding, but let's backtrack to a listener who we need a donation from right now. Please explain to them we aren't covered by the government. This is on us.
Right now, we are currently only covered by donations. We do have a plan in the future, and we're working on this tirelessly to become what's called a public interest in Costa Rica. Now, once we have that, then that opens the door for us to be able to receive funds from more of a government-style way.
But today, in the past to today, is it true to say the people who live here are the source of making this whole machine go?
Well, it's the people who live here and our fundraising events that happen worldwide. Because what we do is we have 501(c)(3) Amigos of Costa Rica in the United States, and we also we have nonprofit status here in Costa Rica. So we can work with the people from the United States for tax exemption as well as businesses properly here in Costa Rica.
So we've got a 501(c)(3) for the U.S. side of things. Then we also have a Costa Rican approved for this side of things.
Yeah, we can do the electronic facturas that get rid of all of the taxes for it.
Which is fantastic. So thanks for clarifying that. Can we please transition into a big new addition? Or I think this could be a game changer for you. Why don't you go ahead and announce publicly for people to... What can they put on their phone and be involved?
Okay, so what we've done is we've evaluated on how people can reach us the best. So what we've done, and everybody has a phone, so we've made an application that is available right now for free on iTunes and Play Store. It's Bomberos in Nosara. And what it does is it gives you the ability to press one button and call for an emergency. And when you do that, it gives us your exact location and the information on your personal profile to where we can get a hold of you. We know any medical emergencies or any extra comments that you may have for what you're doing. And it also, within that application, you can see all of our active emergencies. So if you see us flying by with our lights on, you could go to that application and it would tell you, okay, there's a car accident. And then once we finish that car accident, then you can see all of the public details that are shown for it.
This is just huge. This is huge. I feel it could be huge if we get the word out there. So let's just say it in one sentence here right now. We want people to go download the free app, please, and utilize it by making a donation in addition to just being way safer than they were prior to having the app. Is that true?
That's absolutely true. And also on every page of the application, there's a button to donate. We're making it as simple as possible because right now we're currently in the red financially.
How bad? Like, put it on us. Let people hear.
Honestly, right now, I don't know how we're going to pay payroll next month. When I say next month, I mean August because it's like the 1st of July.
Which is huge.
But we need help. And what we're looking for specifically is a big boost to get us through the next couple months. And then everybody to donate a monthly fee or a monthly donation. Because we're here for everybody here, whether it be Nosara in the town, whether it be in Ostinal, whether it be in Barco Quebrada or Guiones here where we're sitting. We're here for everybody. And we're really looking for everybody to help us that we can maintain and still be here for everybody. I put my life into this, and I really I'm pushing for everybody to help keep us around. How
exhausting is it after all this time to still come to moments like this where you literally might not be able to pay your bills next month? How exhausting is it to continue to stay in that same spot of having to go search for the money and beg people to give it to you? And then most of the people you talk to don't fully understand what you're doing anyway. So how do you hold it together, man?
Well, you can see I'm very gray now. I don't think I have any color left in my hair because of the stress of trying to do this job and keep it all running fluidly.
But you choose to do it. You're a volunteer.
I love my job. No, I'm paid.
Well, you're paid now, I'm saying, but you started this all as a volunteer.
I did this for free for 10 years as a volunteer to start the program. I just got to a point where the level of calls and the level of function that we had to do, I had no way of making money elsewhere, so we had to make it a paid position.
Let me get that. I might, maybe don't take the question the wrong way. You're still volunteering to go to a minimal pay job compared to your skill set and other things you can do in life. That's what I was trying to say.
That's true. I've passed up a lot of big jobs.
So what I'm saying is, as your close friend, how long can you keep doing this, man?
Well, I do this for love of community. Love to make sure that this place is safe for my children, your children, my parents, everybody's elderly families. We're here for everybody. And when we find a new way that needs to be fixed in the town, we train for it, become capable of doing it, and then we make it part of our protocol. That's how we evolve to match the evolution of this town.
Do you want to still be doing the same thing in 5 and 10 and 15 years?
I hope so. I love my job. I love getting a call to go catch a crocodile in somebody's pool or, run into a burning building. I love that stuff. Like, I do this because I love it alongside with my passion to keep everybody safe.
Like right now, my notes, I don't know how we're going to make payroll till August 2nd. We need to get that out there fast. Next, you have an app. You literally can click anywhere to donate, and everyone who uses the app will be safer instantly. Like when you have an accident. Here's the hard part. People never want to think about the bad stuff, so you don't want to log in and imagine getting picked up by an ambulance. But that stuff happens. It's happened to both of us.
Absolutely.
And other people listening to this. But before the accident happens, none of us are walking around being like, hey, let me think this through. Some shit can happen, and let me prepare. You just don't want to think about it. You're in Costa Rica. Everything's happy. It's all pura vida. Well, but you're trying to solve a lot of the dark stuff that people don't want to think about through just the click of a button now. Instead of 911, they don't answer, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, there's also the communication issue.
Okay.
Not everybody speaks Spanish. Not everybody speaks English. So when you have an application that works in both languages, you hit that emergency button, and no matter what language you speak, the emergency gets called through properly. And we don't use the 911 system because we're not part of it. And if you were to call 911, they're not going to notify us.
Hey, Kaya, when I had my accident and you guys called 911, did anyone call?
No one answered.
The only person who came, I think it was Ryan.
I showed up, and then I called Paradise, and they showed up.
Yeah, shout out Paradise to both you guys. I woke up with you straddling over me, and it was you, and then Dr. Alejandro and you guys. But I'm trying to get back to the point. If it came from people here, I didn't call some government institution. They came to save me. I could have bled out and died right there. You saved me. So I donate. Well, I donated before that, but I'll donate again. My point is we need other people to realize that might be them. Like you might be over them one day, getting them into an ambulance to get there.
It happens more often than you think.
I've learned that the hard way, but I don't want other people to not catch the point of the app to the donation. We need to make payroll, and people need to put that in. God dang, it's so hard to make phone calls late at night when panic's happening. You're doing something real here. I hope people catch on. I'm real appreciative, and I know others will be too.
Well, thank you. Again, I do everything I can. Not because I'm getting anything out of it. I give. And I just like what I do. I like to be able to help people. And I've got a great crew that is on the same page with me. And we're keeping the town as safe as we possibly can on pretty much all levels.
I want to give a quick shout out to any crew or any quick adjustments, like a super brief update. Or is there any one angle, whether it's lifeguarding or something, or somebody who brought you a cake, or just is there any shout outs you want to give out?
Honestly, right now, we're functioning very, very secure. I'd like to give a shout out to Brennan for donating a truck. I have another private donor that donated a Land Cruiser shortly back. He preferred to be anonymous. And gosh, it's making the difference for us, at least.
Mr. Anonymous and Mr. Brennan are two very different people. And
yes,
it's really cool to see differences unite on something that's needed. From my side of things, for a long time, I never thought Nosara was really going to make it because we have too many organizations trying to extract money out of the same people. And the same people forever were just the same ones donating. How many people a day walk through our office? Like it just wasn't working. Now that Nosara is very popular and there's a very affluent folks coming in, we finally have an actual solution. So I have hope. You know what I mean? Like I'm sad about Nosara in some ways. Like I think my best time here is actually in the past. Like I do. It's not, I don't want to feel that way, but that's how I feel. That being said, the last 10 years is nice. I think the next 10 years will be nice. But the people coming in have no clue they're the solution. That's the gap that I think we're having right now.
And that's the thing is the people that, when I say we need large sums of money to help boost us into the place that we need to be so that we can sustain ourselves with all the monthly people that donate. Because right now what we need is a little bit of boost. And I also have an anonymous donor that's willing to match $50,000 if we can make $50,000, which is what we're hoping for at the moment. And that would get us through this hump and then some. And then we can sustain ourselves based on people donating on a monthly basis around here. Pretty well at that point.
Let's go preach the gospel and let's try to make it happen.
Sounds great to me.
All right. Ryan Bombard, as always, love you, man. Thank you.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you.